So welcome back to Talking Neat. Today I've got another Hemet band, but this time, actually I guess all the times, this time they're really good. So I got Trains.Hitting.Cars.
Thank you very much. Yes, that is us. Glad to be here.
And they brought whiskey. So this is the new standard. If you want on the show, you got to bring whiskey.
Yeah, larceny or above.
Yeah.
Cheers.
If it comes in a plastic bottle, if it says Canadian across it, we don't want it.
Yeah, I think we're Canadians involved at all. No offense, but I mean, hey.
So we will start out with some Larceny Kentucky Straight Bourbon.
Yeah.
Are you guys bourbon fans?
You know, yeah, because I like Jim Beam, you know, because it's really affordable and it just seems to be, the Kentucky bourbon. I'm down for that.
He likes cheap whiskey. I'm open-minded in bourbon. I'm very open-minded with some bourbon. If it's alcohol, it's alcohol.
I was checking out the brand and it's like, the guy.
It just sounded cool.
It did sound really cool, and like the guy when he started his company would like rob other whiskey companies of their whiskey barrels, and he started his own company that way.
So you support?
We support larceny.
Thanks for life. I think Bradley knows.
It came with a cork in it, so I was smitten.
Are you supposed to smell the cork?
I think so, right? That's what I wanted to do.
The wine snobs?
I mean, I smell the butt plug after I take it out of these fools, so.
I have no idea how much you guys want it, but I'm assuming
whatever you want.
Because you're friends of the Odd Advantage, it's going to be a lot.
Whoa. I don't know what they're involved in 100% of the time. All right, cheers, fellas.
So,
wow.
Kentucky Straight Bourbon, 92 proof.
Not bad.
Yeah, I was checking out the sign at the store and it said it'd be like a full flavored and stuff. So let's see how accurate they were.
All right.
Cheers, fellas.
Cheers.
I like it.
It's smooth.
Like honestly, I could drink that.
Yeah,
I could
drink
fuck with
that.
Well, if you normally drink Jim Beam, I
You'll drink anything. Your standards aren't
Okay.
very high.
It's like the Bud Light of whiskeys. Sorry, Jim Beam. I don't mean to knock you.
Oh, there's plenty of other whiskeys we can knock.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We got the we got the Canadians out of the way. Oh, there goes our cold cock sponsorship.
See, when you told me you were bringing a bottle, I was like, that's what the first thing I said. No cold cock.
No, I agree though, because like I like to classify cold cock into the realm of Fireball because it's whiskey, but it's so smooth and flavored that you don't really know you're drinking whiskey.
See,
so.
I can actually drink Fireball,
Definitely.
and it's like cold cock. You're not drinking it for the whiskey, but you can mix it.
That's what happened here.
Fireball and like apple juice.
I haven't-
damn good.
Yeah.
What was it?
like
Angry
regret,
Orchard?
you know?
You make like a apple cinnamon pie or something?
Yeah, those are good.
Damn, I'm alcoholic.
That's why we're all here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cold cock is like that,
Arizona green tea. I don't know.
the licorice Jelly Belly.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because like they have on the back of the package, you can mix like a strawberry shortcake and a marshmallow, and you get like some kind of like a strawberry pie. But
I've seen that.
anything you mix with licorice Jelly Belly is going to taste like you just killed the flavor.
Automatic,
So
right.
And that's how cold cock is.
Kind of like when you play Suicide at the soda fountain, but once you put the root beer in it, it's just root beer now.
Yeah.
Like it's just root beer now.
Unless you add a lot of orange Fanta. So I guess we should introduce the band.
Yeah, I think we've had a little bit of larceny, so let's introduce the Larsons.
Start with you.
Okay, well, first of all, thank you, Jason, for having us here. My name's Casey, and I'm the lead singer, and I play guitar and also some keyboards for the band. I'm pass it right next to my good friend Ralph right here.
What's up? I'm Ralph. I'm the guitarist from Trains.Hitting.Cars. Yeah.
Lead guitar, man. This guy melts some faces up in there. Don't
does.
let him
He
fool you.
does.
Don't let him fool you.
I try my best, put on a good show, but yeah.
Good guy.
Yeah.
Beat machine?
I'm Mara, I play the drums. Hello everybody, I love you.
You know, those drummers are really simple. Droobles?
I'm Drew. I play the bass and I keep it knocking, Gotta keep it rocking, knocking, keep these guys in line.
Yeah, no, you know what? This guy has a lot of more power than you think because for some fucking reason, that's the position we cannot keep a bass player in this band for longer than I don't know how long.
I don't think anyone can.
I'll be quit in a month, so don't worry. I'm out.
I will say, like,
Probably by the end of the show.
Right? We got your replacement already. All right, guys, come on.
Best part ever. This guy drives like 6 to 8 hours just for band practice.
Lives in Modesto, Merced, so yeah. Like I
Right?
said,
You're like, oh shit.
what makes him so great though is the fact that like he's not just some guy that was thrown a bass and said, "Hey, we need you to do this." Like he appreciates bass, man. Like he dedicated his life and he is a true bassist, bass player, virtuoso of the bass, whatever you want to say. So yeah.
So usually the bassist and the drummer, they're kind of like the flakier of the two. But and if he's driving like 6 to 8 hours, you can't really
knock me.
Yeah,
no.
If he shows up at all.
No. I'm the first one to show up to wake him up so we can open the garage and start band practice.
That's a typical drummer,
right?
Hey, we'll give it tomorrow. He does work nights, but hey, you know. We practice at his house, and on top of it, the best practice spot I've ever practiced at in my 15 years of jamming.
As a band, you guys already fucked up because you can't hold him to being there on time.
The two most flakiest guys have the most power.
Yeah.
That's right, bitch.
We like to mix it up, you know. That's why we go to these freaking gnarly punk shows with 40-year-old diehard punk artists going up there singing sexy ass fucking Akon shit, you know. Like we want to stand out, you know.
Punk artist.
Punk artist. You're artist because your whole body's art with all them things on there. All them things.
Mad respect. They put a.
Dude, mad respect. To be a true punk day-to-day man with all the tail flaps and the safety pins and the man, dude.
That's a lot of
It's a lifestyle.
It's a lot, dude. And the hair though, man.
I ain't got time for that shit.
I thought I had some weird hair.
I was just like straighten it the fuck out.
You just got a baby man bun.
Dude, I have the same hairstyle as most 3-year-old girls.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Just a little baby bun on top. Or the hefty bag. Whoop. Just pull it up and take me out. See, I do this for bartenders so that when I get too drunk at the bar, they just fucking pull me out.
Get the fuck out, dude.
Do not finger the hole. I need to try all these whiskeys before you start fingering my holes.
This turns to a casting call.
Okay, so we are not going to finish the last whiskey now.
We leave that one untouched.
I don't know. Apparently, whatever brand this was, I was saying it was really expensive.
know how to
And
say
apparently,
it.
it wasn't.
Carnegie.
Hey, I mean, $35, $40.
Like I said,
That's
Jim
the
Beam,
one.
$9.99, Mega Liquor.
So, moving on.
Yes, sir.
If you've seen any of the previous shows, I've always said I serve this to the people I don't like. Disregard it.
Fuck it.
Bring out the cold cock.
I know someone in the comments is going to say something. And
Hey man, you said you didn't like this band.
no, it's just it's kind of
It's from California.
Yeah, right.
it's a California, it's a rye,
Go figure.
but it's one of those kind of artsy, craftsy, almost like a cold cock. Almost. On this,
Watch it, bro. What?
okay, this comes out of Sonoma.
Okay.
It's kind of like an artsy, craftsy, hippies, and so the guy, their main distiller, took rye, and then he, instead of putting it in like a bourbon barrel or a beer barrel or an old Scotch barrel or whatever, he put it in cherry wood barrel.
Oh, whoa, shit.
Because he was trying to make like kind of a Manhattan, where you whiskey and cherry flavor.
That's what infusing that.
And
Is that what Manhattan is?
to me, it smells like you walk into a furniture store and I mean, you guys are kind of weird. If you've ever licked like the furniture and you get that lacquer taste.
I love
Yeah,
looking
that's-
at
You know what that reminds me of? Arrogant bastard, fucking the oaked one. It's like licking a tree.
Well, that's fine. I like the plenty of
That's
trees in my life.
Yeah. Taking my time. I don't like the when we
Hey,
roll.
I'm gonna be honest. It's all good. You know what though?
I do not
Our
like
drummer doesn't drink a whole lot of whiskey, so this is.
You just hate us.
This is-
I'm just happy to have. I'm just happy to
Yeah.
have one of my best friends drinking whiskey with me up here. So
Give me a
let
cup.
him drink at his pace.
Give me a cup, Drew.
Give him the cold cock. He'll chug it.
I'm gonna
Right,
keep
it's
switching
gone.
through these.
This is the perfect opportunity to talk about this because this is an interview about our band. I'm the one that kind of got these metalheads to play beautiful tunes. And this guy used to listen to Enrique Iglesias with me in the car. So he knows why. So like, yeah, I am the dance guy.
You're gonna learn a lot more soon.
This, you know, he shreds
Music's
it.
beautiful. Music's
Oh,
beautiful.
yeah.
I can't get that far.
That's why this guy is a soldier for me, because he wants to rip these crazy solos and shred faces, and he does, but he finds a way to do it beautifully and melodically rather than, you know, shred your face. Yeah.
Who?
No, this guy.
Oh,
he can still sweep. He's doing sweep solos in a Maroon 5 style band.
Well, that's what makes
Mind
him
blown.
greater than the guitar.
I can't change who I really am. You
Let's
know?
not bring up anything about Maroon 5 right now.
Okay, you're right.
It's horrible time. For
I
that.
used to compare myself to Maroon 5 before the halftime show.
No! That's fucked up.
Now Adam Levine, his only reason he's cool is those fucking hardcore deathcore memes where he has his fucking shirt off. He's like, I want to see you open a pit right now, but it's Adam Levine, so you know it's not real.
were you watching the Super Bowl halftime show, and when he took his shirt off, you were
a little.
you were going like this?
For me, I'm not gonna
Oh my
lie.
God, they played
I
it.
was like,
They
you know
played
what?
it.
Fuck yeah, Adam, get those bitches wet.
That was the biggest pop that whole game.
I was like, my wife's here anyway. She might as well enjoy herself.
That whole game.
You know the microphones are right here. They're not like,
Yeah.
way out there.
You know what though?
We don't need to yell. So.
I appreciate that though, because it's not just the
Goddamn.
whiskey. I'm so
Look at
fucking
that.
loud.
So you tried it?
At
That
work
shit?
all the time, you
Yeah.
have to tell me to be quiet.
So have you
I
tried
haven't
it?
tried it yet.
It literally feels like I went to Pier 1 Imports and licked the side of their fucking table stool. And
I told you.
Oh wow.
All right.
That's
He
fucking
poured it
horrible.
out. There's no dog down there to finish your broccoli.
I'm a man. I guess I just
Fucking
gotta
horrible.
if it's alcohol, it's alcohol.
See,
I
it's
feel like it's
kind
very
of like
oaky
a,
now.
Damn.
Very.
Okay.
Well, it's not
now I don't
oaky,
hate
it's-
larceny as much.
So what
You
does
taste the cherry wood.
when they say it's a
That's
rye
what it
whiskey?
is.
What does
It's
that?
cherry?
Rye whiskey has at least 50% rye. You guys have been like kind of running the scene out in Hemet for 10 years.
I mean,
Shit.
individually, yes, 100%. This guy came from a band named Alistor that's been running that scene. Blood Shred, been running the metal scene. I was into Pixies of Fear, which was running the deathcore scene. Me and him were in Autumn Ends way before any of that. And so now, Trains.Hitting.Cars is in its 4th year. And to be honest, we are running the professional music scene in Hemet. No knock to any other band out there, because you're killing your scene, the punk bands, the metal bands. But we kind of fall into this band that wants to leave Hemet, never forget it. But man, I feel like the album we're working on, every single song can go on the radio, and it's actually could go on the radio. Like Foster the People kind of falls in that weird band. Like they can remember when Pumped Up Kicks came out? It was on Kiss. It was on rap stations for some weird reason. Like they didn't know how to place it. Like
Exactly.
I kind of want to fall into that category. Like it's good,
Everybody
it's
can hear
catchy,
that shit, though.
but I don't know what it is.
Right, exactly.
What's unique is
Call it what you want.
This guy just came up with something. We were what, Nightmare?
I was so high.
Something.
dude. I was all fucking like
Let's just say
like
if
grandma
this-
wax and grandma fucking weed, some fucking alcohol. Well, okay, not some alcohol. Like have a bottle.
Whatever
of
you were
fucking
drinking
whiskey.
that night.
Right. Oh yeah, and plus your house. Yeah, shit. So I was fucked up, and I was like, we're like Nightmare fucking R&B fucking.
Nightmare R&B, I'll take that.
And I was like,
Nightmare
what the
R&B,
fuck
that
did I
kind of
just
sounds
say?
like Makeup and Mirrors to me.
That's what I
Nightmare
think.
Is
Yeah.
Nightmare even a genre of music?
No,
but
we can make it. Fuck it.
I feel like if this was the 80s, our band would be easy to explain. We're the Cars met Depeche Mode. Because we're the super poppy catchy meets the super serious emo.
Well, you know, it's always hard to categorize good bands. Like, look at Pantera.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly. You wouldn't be able to.
I thought you said good bands.
Oh.
You know what?
Ralph, take your shirt off.
I usually pre Super Bowl halftime show, I would categorize our band. I used to always say the same thing. We are Blink-182, Fucked Maroon 5, and Akon babysat the kid. Like
Nice.
That
because
was the last band.
Yeah.
Akon is actually a singer. He's an R&B singer. He sang an old famous one. Come on, give me an old famous Akon song. Mr. Lonely.
Yeah.
No, Mr. Lonely. It's fine. It's fine.
I didn't listen to Akon.
That's why I'm in this band.
Was he a rapper? Or?
Yeah, he's a rapper.
R&B, yeah.
R&B rap.
Mhm.
He is.
Really?
Yeah,
he
and
did that song,
I mean, there's so
Glimpse
many
of
songs.
R&B.
Yeah.
Escape, all
So you
that.
see where our mainstream sound comes from a lot.
Right, you know, there's
Okay, when
a lot of mainstream
When I was
artists
in
benefits
third
us
grade,
from
I used to have
that.
sleepovers with my guy friends. Okay, boy sleepovers with multiple little boys. Okay, here we
You
go.
wanna get on this
He
show?
wasn't no, because he wouldn't come.
I would not come.
We would all pick NSYNC members and Backstreet Boy members and
I would not
pretend.
go.
So what you're
I
saying
knew
is
him.
you
Would not
cannot
go.
get him to come at your sleepovers.
Nope.
That's
Nope.
horrible.
Nope. Nope.
I tried, baby.
So
Nope.
Why do you keep coming back?
I'm just like going out on a limb. That kind of
I just like the
behavior
fun.
leads to a dance Gavin dance fan.
Yeah, because it's like Dance Gavin. It's like Backstreet Boys trying to be
Ta-da.
heavier. Yeah, I hear it all the way.
Every sleepover.
Ralph, I didn't know. I didn't realize I knew Ralph as a kid. But he
did
was
you guys-
that one other guy there all the time.
Now I noticed like everyone's got like pretty good band. Like you got Bad Brains, you got
Okay.
Devil Driver, you got Lamb of God.
You got
This is
Did-
when I have a
did-
chance to save myself.
Well, no.
He got
Did he show up with like some like
I'm super plain.
Oh, dude, okay.
I'm mean.
Ariana Grande shirt? And you guys made him take it off.
Okay, so
You know what? It was a Lady Gaga shirt.
I
Get
wouldn't
it
be mad
straight.
if he did it. Just
I wouldn't
him.
be mad.
If it was him, I wouldn't be mad. But honestly, in all the years I've known this guy, like 10 years, I swear to God, I don't think I've ever seen him in a band shirt.
I don't
Ever,
like to
not
rep other
once.
people's shit.
I
No matter
wanna
how
see
many
you-
I'm not gonna
bands
lie,
he is, I've
hey,
never
and
seen
you
him
might
in
know
a
this
shirt.
about me, local musicians. I'm not the first guy to dive into the local music scene, but I don't hate on it. But I work so hard at my craft and my art and my product that I just don't have the time or the energy to just also be super into someone else's dream. This is my dream and their dream, and you know that's why I said you're killing it in what you're doing. But like Trains.Hitting.Cars, we have a different mission, and
I wish I had a Trains.Hitting.Cars
I'm glad to
shirt.
be here to have a chance to tell you about it.
I actually bought
I'm
this
the,
10.
I'm the only one that doesn't have a Trains.Hitting.Cars shirt.
I actually was gonna.
That's rough. He has 40.
I was gonna.
I found them all behind the Salvation Army dumpster. Straight up. Like, I was like, wow. Even they couldn't take them.
You're gonna see. It's gonna be like after the Super Bowl when you
Yeah.
see all the like kids in Africa with the limousine Super Bowl team
The
shirts.
Rams fucking hands up.
I have a Rams shirt.
Next
I bought the
mission, get our
Rams
shit to
shirt.
Africa. Good
Why you
mission.
why?
LA
You knew the
together.
Patriots are gonna win.
LA together.
You knew the Patriots
This is
were
Al
gonna
is
win.
a mirror.
Oh man.
Oh,
What we got next, man? What's Scotch? What does Scotch entail?
Please,
Well, Scotch has to be from Scotland.
Okay, so that's.
not him.
So.
But is it always a whiskey or is it something else?
It's still a whiskey.
Okay.
It's kind of like
Scotch whiskey.
the OG whiskey. You have different types of Scotch. You have multi-grain. You have single
that.
malt blends, and then there's
heavier.
6 distinct regions in Scotland.
Okay.
So there's Campbelltown.
Right.
There's Lowland, Highland, Speyside, Island, and Isla.
Okay.
And they all have. I mean, Scotland's not the world's biggest place.
No.
But they. I mean, we're gonna do 2 different
But they're more
Scotches.
segregated than we were in the 1800s.
So Glenmorangie is a Highland.
Okay.
So Highland has the most landmass in Scotland,
Nice.
but it doesn't have the most amount of distilleries. The most amount of distilleries come from Speyside.
So they're both carrying big pears, but in different ways.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but they're like Highland. They're typically a little bit of smokiness, because a lot of times they'll like age the Scotch in used bourbon barrels.
Okay. That's not
That's
bad.
how they get the smoky aroma in it, right?
The what?
That's how they get the smoky aroma in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and
Bourbon barrels.
yeah, and so it picks up a little bit, but most bourbon makers will use the bourbon barrels 2 to 4 times,
Oh damn.
and so after that 4th time, there's not as much. It's a mellower flavor.
It's extracted the flavor.
Yeah,
Right.
and so they'll put like the higher end on the first run, and then after that they'll mid-level.
And then low.
They'll come out with new fucking brand.
And then Scotch, they're not looking
Cheaper.
for that bourbon flavor. So, but they still want like a little bit of that
So they
characteristic.
can use the barrels a little bit more than kind of.
Yeah, and so a lot of Highlands will use
Damn. Got
bourbon
schooled
barrels.
right now.
No, we got educated.
yeah.
Well, and
I
then
like
you-
whiskey, and I want to learn from this guy.
Yeah, and then like Speyside is very sweet. They call it like Speyside kind of the beginner scotches.
Gotcha.
Okay.
It's kind of butterscotchy,
But you said
toffee.
this is Upland or
This is Speyside.
Oh, this one is?
No, I've got some Speyside up there.
Okay.
It's funny
What's
because
it-
every
where's
time
this
I
one
hear,
from?
This one is Highland.
Highland.
So
Sorry,
you'll get a
Highland.
little bit of
I'm all
smoking.
upland, like.
all right, let's see what this one's like, fellas.
Oh, way better than that shit.
Just like a sip one. For sure.
Now, okay,
Yeah.
in smoothness, it brings me back to the larceny, but in
Right.
flavor, I'm fucking somewhere else.
No.
Yeah.
Was this the butterscotch you want, or was this the other
No,
one?
this is Highland. You get like a little bit of a smokiness.
I like that.
No, that one's really
I
good.
like that a
I like
lot.
that one.
That's a whiskey
thank you
on
for
the
getting
rocks
shitty one
type
out
of
first.
whiskey,
I
bro.
appreciate that.
Because maybe it's just because it's compared to this asshole wine.
You know what?
You're right. This is for the ones you don't like. It's keep it that way.
I brought it out because you guys are Cold Cock sponsored.
We already have a bad
It's
reputation. It's fine.
It's more of a. I mean, it's how
Frosted.
like you get flavor in whiskey.
Right,
I mean, this is a more
delicious.
natural way.
It comes out
Okay,
the nose perfectly.
okay.
never-
And so I was just.
Okay.
So we can get this.
I appreciate
Yeah.
that actually. 'cause
doesn't leave that fucking
how do they get
leanness
that
on the
in
back
that?
of the tongue. Nothing. That's
That's.
really
I
good.
mean, it's a bunch of syrups and.
Yeah.
Okay, so the one thing I like Fireball for its drinkability, but man, I feel like after I have too much, like I get
You
it's
get
like
sick?
syrupiness. Yeah,
I
like
get sick.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
very
it's,
sweet.
Did
So, I prefer if you guys like Fireball out there, it's a little cheaper even. Try Jim Beam Kentucky Fire.
Oh, is it?
It's the same
It's all right.
smoothness, but it's not so fucking syrupy.
Now you guys haven't been active a whole lot this year. What's
Yeah.
been going on?
Okay, so I'm glad we got down to this actually because I touched on it earlier, and I've only met 2 professional bass players in my life, and it's this man and the guy he replaced.
So you're gonna blame him now?
No, no. It was a shocking loss.
Dickhead.
It was a shocking loss to
But-
lose Kenny, the last guy. Came out of nowhere, but I knew it was inevitable because I feel like his
He didn't like
path
our
is
music.
his path is different. His
Straight
path
out.
is different. It might even be higher because he's so freaking goddamn
He's one of
good.
those bass
But I've never
Kenny
met
Lee-
anybody as
Kenny
good
Lee
at
kinda
a bass
style,
as this
yeah.
guy.
Kind
And what's better for us is he fits our style. I'm gonna let you do it, man. Honestly.
Yeah,
Tell me.
he was just more like just Geddy Lee. Just he was too good for us. So
Agreed.
we're like,
Heard.
you know, he's just playing what we're playing simple. You know, kind of like just staying on like the same notes, and he's just going. You know, he's more of a
Yeah.
bass player that
Badass.
just solos and just wasn't really.
I
a
got
meat,
jealous after
you
every
know.
show. It was all about him. Everyone's talking to him.
He wasn't really a meat and potatoes player, and then that's why once when we got him,
Dude,
it
this
fit
was the
pretty
perfect
good.
walking
He could
act.
play
But-
just as good, but fit the style.
But
Yeah.
going back
You
to
went from
like
metal to our style.
yeah.
You know what I?
But going back to like, why haven't we been active for 2019?
Well, a big hit is right. I'll tell you the main
Interface.
reason is right when we were about to fucking get in, we had him. We replaced Kenny. It was
So it's
unbelievable.
Mario's fault?
It was so fucking fast. It was so fast. We had the replacement, but then he got in a
4
family
days.
altercation. He lived down here with us, and then now he moved up north. It's a family problem. It's our main mission to get him back down here. I'm even willing to rent out my fucking extra bedroom for $200, bro. It's real shit. Like I need you down here.
You had that on tape? All right, we're done.
I was trying to tell my mom that one night when she was drunk, but it didn't. She was.
$200? That's it?
That's
Utilities included, buddy. It's a small room
It's a closet.
for
It's
you.
a closet. You don't know where I live
No,
right
it's-
now.
His mom's closet.
You, your woman, and your kid. But
Your mom's
that,
got
that
a
just
big
goes
all
to show you
night,
though,
bro.
like how important it is to me to keep this unit together. Because like, no offense to Kenny, because he is fucking a virtuoso. Kenny is a virtuoso, nothing less. This guy fits our friendship so much better. And like me and Kenny have an undeniable football friendship, but this guy's my 20-year-old homie.
Yeah.
And when they say if you
Had
can't
to
make it
with
with
his
your
ass.
friends, you can't make it at all. It's never been truer here. And I think Ralph,
and
Ralph,
I didn't even know these guys.
as the
before,
soldier
like, I
that he's
joined
been
this
for
band.
us, I wish deep down he felt a little bit more of a brotherhood because like he has the same brotherhood as he
As
is.
any
He
of
is
us.
he.
Yeah,
And like you could be a complete stranger to me, but if you joined up in my band, you're instantly my brother. You're
Yeah.
instantly my best friend. Instantly invited to my kids' birthdays.
Yeah,
my
you guys
everything.
welcomed me in pretty like it was nuts. I was in the
Dude,
band.
no
I
matter
started.
what happens, man.
So pretty much this is what happened too. We lost a bass player. We had to get a new bass player. And then after that, we were gonna start recording our new single ourselves because
He
we
was gonna
realized
do
that
it.
all the equipment. Because this guy,
We call him Dr. Drew.
Dude, he has
He's
everything.
Dr.
to do
Dre.
everything. He got it. Dude decides to blow his interface in the process.
My interface just goes to shit.
About
We
2 weeks
recorded, like,
ago.
3
So
drum
now
tracks
we're
and
back
then-
to square one. Buy the interface real quick, and then we can kill this whole album, and we'll have our own albums.
Yeah,
DIY ourselves.
Fine.
The way it's
Really.
supposed to be done.
GoFundMe,
I
interface,
master
Trains.Hitting.Cars.
track, I produce.
DIY.
I work on Mixcraft 8 studio version. I work with Melodyne for vocals.
Hey,
I
your
work
2
on,
self-made music videos were good. Throw those out there.
Okay, yeah, I've done music videos in the past for myself. I used to rap just a little bit for my college
The
project.
turn the signal on video,
Oh,
I like
dude,
that, bro.
yeah,
just flick your wrist.
Yeah, it's called Flicking Your Wrist Turns It On. You know, everyone's just like, oh, is that a sexual song? I'm like, no, it's about fucking.
It's about how easy it is to turn your signal on.
You know, yeah.
Everyone's
you
a
just
shitty
flick your
driver.
wrist, God damn it, you know.
So yeah, that's what stopped us from being active, because last year we played over 100 fucking shows.
We were literally about to put the gas
This year,
down,
we're
dude.
like, damn, halt. What's the point in playing?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
too many more
actually,
shows
I got-
if we're not going to be able to give our product
Sorry, you
to
go right ahead next, my
a more
friend.
worldwide distribution level. That's what we need to hit now.
Right.
We already know we can do massive amount of shows. We can do massive amount of house parties. We can work with professional people.
Crowd
the problem
pleasers,
is, though, can we take our music to the next level and get on a bigger distribution platform?
I want someone
All
else to
social
push
media.
my shit.
Mainstream too, that's our main goal. Like our one goal right now is to chart. Doesn't matter where the fuck it is on the chart, it could be the last damn number.
Could be Australia. Number
Yeah,
one
not
song in
even that, what
Australia.
Country, what country? The problem is
Fuck
that's
it.
the goal. We gotta get on the chart.
And then,
Poland's easy to chart
There
out.
you go, dude.
if anyone's gonna find it, it's this guy.
To
He's a
go
social media
platinum in
master.
Poland, you only need to sell like 2,500 albums.
25.
We're out.
Yeah, that's
You-
it.
Later,
you know what?
we're going to Poland.
Drop the price to like
THC in
$1,
Poland.
$2,500. You're number one.
Trust me, dude.
You got
Yeah.
platinum.
Let's go to Poland, guys.
Yeah, we're wasting time.
I was
Hey, bro, let's go to Poland, Kevin.
It was funny how it timed out because when Drew joined the band, we were ready to do shows again. But I
I was
said,
in
hey,
another band too.
I said
Yeah.
he quit his other band for us.
Sorry, Doug.
They were too much like state champion or something.
Yeah, state champs. I mean, like don't get me wrong, pop punk, cool. Like you know, like I
We're a
like
little
it.
pop punk.
Pop punk, it's just like it got to that rise where it's just like, hey, in 2007, if you listen to that shit, cool. 2008, that's fucking down. Like you know, like, it was
2018?
like, what?
Yeah.
Like Blink-182 kind of killed that. No shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's already been done.
The way it
This
timed
has
out,
not.
when Drew joined the band and I found out he was Dr. Drew, Dr. Dre, I personally said, Mario, because he's the social media wizard. He books our shows. He gets us our sponsorships.
That's why we're
It's
here.
him. And so I told him, hey, can you please? It's fine. Dude, let's play footsie.
Didn't want to play
Is it
footsies.
good? Like our camera? Can you see that?
Usually I wait until like the 4th or 5th.
Dude,
Wow.
we're so there, Jason.
So it's like, what?
Yeah, we told you you'd grow on his man bun. It's happened little by little.
Bro, you don't need to grow the whole thing. Just a little bit here, and I'll get you going.
That's it.
Sam
Did
already
you just
looked.
finger me?
No? What are you talking about, man?
Hey, we saved the fingering for the couch.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Ooh, the casting couch.
That's true.
But wait,
Couch,
real quick before I forget this fleeting thought, I asked him to put a pause on booking shows because I knew that we could record our not just a demo, not just a
I
song.
wouldn't record it.
We are ready to record a full-length album. So if any of you studios are out there for cheap, let us know. I'm thinking about hitting up Steve Buscemi just to fucking get in there and Deadbeat Studios just to get in there. But trust me, I believe you guys' opinion.
We do have a list of like with the label we work with that of huge name artists we can work with to record it.
Cheap
the problem
studios.
is,
I thought you guys were on your own label.
Yeah, we're
That's
on-
the
that's-
thing.
We run our own label.
You like
Hey.
you
How did we not
like
mention
the band
Dead
so
Sea
much?
Records?
Yeah,
you
well,
like the
where
band
have
so
they
much
been?
you signed yourselves?
No, actually,
Hey, we're regular.
Jason, actually, thank you for asking.
No, like
no, but
TV channel.
honestly, okay, the people that we got to work with are professionals, like I said,
I'll
like
wait,
people
'cause
from
this
El
is
Nino
important.
and stuff. But we can't have our album produced by a metal person yet. This is an
Never.
album that's.
No, I don't want metal.
We need someone that knows maybe rhythm and blues, maybe pop.
Pop.
It's sad to say,
Punk-
country,
pop
whatever.
punk,
Just someone
pop
that's
punk.
Hey,
A
someone
good
that's
studio
more like that.
experience
Hey,
that
that
knows
sound,
about
bring
I'll
it to
talk
life.
to you guys about that. I'll talk
And
to
so
you guys
that's why
after.
we don't really work with our label with what we have to work
'Cause
with,
you don't
just
understand.
because of the genre we are.
So
If we were a metal genre, hell yeah, we're set, ready to go. Hit up any one of those people, and they're
Me?
amazing to be with.
me, Casey Spencer, and Mario Noriega are the presidents of Dead Sea SoCal. Dead Sea Records Southern California division, we run that shit. It was given to a suit like very recently, but Michael Black, he's a worldwide known metalhead, and he's gonna be hanging it up in 3 years, doctor's orders. But
Really?
Yeah, any metal bands out there, hit up Dead Sea SoCal, you'll find it. But the problem is we're not metal. We run a metal label, and we're not gonna promote us on that. I mean, we kind of talked and said we didn't want to do it that way.
Black Oil, like
I kind of want to go old school, cause like when we used to play music, we played shitty music, but expected some radio exec to just be magically on our show, right? That's how we all. Oh, someone's gonna be there and hear us, and we'll take off.
That one guy.
You know what though?
Never
If he was actually there nowadays, with this music,
Different chance.
it's a different ballgame.
This one you have to fight for every day though to make it in this scene now. It's not like the old scene.
Especially in our town. We have a very metal and
Unless you
punk town.
contact those A&R reps to get them to your show and email, and hopefully one comes out, that's your chance. But if you don't put in the footwork to get them there, you're not gonna go anywhere. You're just hoping for a whim of luck to get you there.
True.
Now, for a band that is not metal, and you guys have said that many times,
You're not metal. We don't scream one
your
time.
big YouTube video is Hoedown.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's just
So, like,
hilarious.
anyone goes online and types in Trains.Hitting.Cars, I mean, you're gonna go through like a couple pages of
see, like,
trains actually hitting
Yes.
cars,
Okay.
but then you're gonna find
Great opportunity.
some Ned Flanders
Type
looking
in
guy.
Trains Hitting Cars music or Trains Hitting Cars band. You'll cut through that.
No, you won't.
A little bit.
Okay,
a little bit.
So this is what
I'm-
happened with this.
I typed in Trains
I'm
Hitting
the
Cars
only one
band.
who's uploaded amounts of videos, and this is about, let's say, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, when we had a different style of music.
You were uploading stuff?
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, and then I
It was,
posted them.
it was to you porn though.
Oh boy.
That's why that
It kind of
video
goes
about
back to the
Walmart.
fact that we three out of four.
But as I was
have
saying,
metal
I would
backgrounds.
I would be uploading these videos and like trying to get something out there, and literally I would look up the band name. Long of fucking train sounds of just.
That's right by his right now.
Like, and it's just like
We
I was
thought
like,
the band
wow.
name was a good idea.
No, this is and it
Well,
was just like
you got
why the heck
THC,
not?
so
Right.
Yeah, then I looked that
I
up.
think that's what you guys were after.
That's exactly.
You know what, Mario? Why
I had
don't
to
you
get
take it from
something.
there?
Yeah.
Why don't you tell him how that story
So
started?
what happened was I was in a metal band and I booked to play a festival.
the
and signed
perfect story.
contracts to. My band decided.
No, this is going to
band
tell you the
during
whole
that
history of the
time-
band right
So I
here.
was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna get stuck paying all this money for this show. You know what I mean? I was like,
His
I'm
metal
bad.
band Alistor
So I
signed
hit
a
up
contract.
random musicians in town that I knew were the best ones of certain bands. And I contacted them, asking if they could straight up just do me a favor and play the show with me. I already got most of the tickets sold and everything. I just need someone to come in, let's write a whole set list and
You
play the
bought it.
show. So we did it. We signed it as THC just to put something down. There wasn't even a fucking name to it. It was just
THC.
something quick thought because I had to change names instantaneously. So I wrote it on a piece of
I go
paper.
with that.
So I just think
When we
people
played
like
the
smoking
show,
weed.
that was like a metal set
Fuck yeah, dude.
at some festival because
But
our
we
first
played
show
it
was
as
with
THC.
OTEP and El
really?
Nino.
We
That was
weren't
the first
Trains Hitting
festival
Cars
played.
yet. We were just
In between
THC.
sets, we got fucking, I don't know how, what we pulled it on that. That was our first show. After that, we're like, oh fuck, we better come up with an actual name now. That's when he came in and came up with Trains.Hitting.Cars one day. Like,
I was like, if
put
our
it on
acronym is
ass.
THC and we needed to be catchy,
And then we kept going. because the
Trains.Hitting.Cars all
band
day.
Literally was on a whim. That's
I mean,
why
I'll
it's
give you
fake.
a few other
Not because
options.
we even decided
Well,
to be
we
a
had
band.
Thieving Hood
Damn
Children.
Whim.
Thieving Hood
Okay.
Children.
See, there was actually a band in the 90s called Boy Hits Car.
Boy, his car, yeah.
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 What about
I
the
know
hippie
that.
coalition? We almost got in
Yeah.
trouble with THC. That's why we
Yeah.
couldn't be THC.
Yeah.
Because THC
It's
is
really
property of the hippie coalition in
Yeah.
Texas.
Yeah,
Really?
So we couldn't be called
THC.
THC. So he said, dude, we can't be called THC. We need it to be a real band name.
Yep.
And
There's a reggae
I thought of all the.
band,
So there was this band when I was growing up called Sky Eats Airplane. And it was
Oh, I
a
remember that, yeah.
3-syllable word with a vehicle in it. And I was like, THC. Trains hitting cars. Everyone knows trains. Everyone knows cars. I mean, it just seemed like a kid's idea, but it blew up, dude. Like it really did. Like the whole point of this
That's a
band.
morbid
Yeah,
kid's
see,
idea.
I like how you have to put the period in there. So just so it's not confused with train shitting cars.
Thank you. Thank you. He understands. It wasn't just a copycat of Portugal the Man with periods. It was also, I didn't want to be train shitting.
Car.
Because every train engine is technically shitting out the rest of those cars.
Yep.
You guys don't think I got your back?
Well, you can just cut it to trains.
So this day
Train
we
hitting
realized
car.
that Drew is the drunk
Yeah.
guy
Oh,
in
it
the
could
room.
just be a singular train hitting a singular car.
When I make videos, I
Ralph always comes up with those great ones, though.
Shit. Train shitting cars.
Train shitting one car.
One car.
We're waiting on you.
Or plural.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the next shot, man.
You're in the next bottle, man.
I am.
So we had Highland,
Talisker.
which was the Glenmorangie. So now we're moving to Island.
Okay.
So the islands it's like a shitload of islands. And over on the,
We're in
I
Scotland.
guess, west.
Atlantic.
I can edit that out. It's on the, here, I'll say east. It's on the west.
West.
That way
There you
I
go,
can
you
use
cut
whatever,
it.
yeah, I can use whatever one I
I
need.
like that.
And so it's on the, shit, I don't even know. It's on the left-hand side. And so they have like, there's like 1,800 islands.
Damn!
And,
Holy shit!
There's
what
only,
they call
only a few of them have.
It's an archipelago.
Only a few of them have like distilleries on it, and this one is it's the only distillery on the island of Skye.
Cool.
And
wow.
when you get into the island and the Isla whiskeys, it's very smoky because they kind of char the barrels with peat. They have these bogs.
Peat moss.
No.
Not moss?
So the island whiskeys, they have like this grassy peat.
Right.
And it's just all this decomposing matter, and like for hundreds of years, and they go off and they cut out these bricks, they set them on fire, and it smokes the barrels, and they get this flavor.
Oh, nice.
Wow, dude,
Dude,
that's
that's
tradition.
So they don't use
Now-
it as composite. They use it more like as a
Yeah, so
burning agent.
then you
Nice.
get
Holy
the
shit.
island or Isla whiskeys, which are even smokier.
Okay.
I mean, but both of them, they're very smoky.
Please to God.
Ain't having that one.
And so this is an island, not an Isla.
So that
Oh,
label.
it's
And-
island. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I have any Isla. Actually, Lefroy is an Isla,
I'm sure there's some
but
in
it's
there.
all gone.
Corona?
In that? You think there's any in there?
I don't think so. I wouldn't allow any Isla to be put in there.
It's seaworthy.
Yeah, Islas are my favorite,
Okay.
but islands are pretty good.
Dude.
So it's a very smoky, and it's like how I talked about the space side is kind of like they call it the beginner whiskey or the beginner scotch. It's sweeter, it's more accessible to people. Island and Islas are you never give it to a beginner.
Got it.
You got to be a hardcore alcoholic to.
Sip on that.
It's just the
That's me.
flavors in Island and Isla are, and these are the ones you love or you hate.
Oh boy.
Hey, let's take
Oh,
this time to
that's
appreciate
like,
like,
uh,
whiskey in
We're learning
Europe.
today.
Europe, especially the
How much you
Irish side of Europe, guys. This is
Yeah, just
this is
Yeah.
like fine wine to them.
Yeah.
This is like that drink you drink on the fucking beach, dude. Oh my shit.
They drink this.
Oh
like
my
with
shit.
apple
I never,
juice.
Yeah, this
I
is
never
like
say
a-
oh my shit, but that was one.
With a ton of ice.
Mm.
This
I'm
is
sure
like
we've
a-
said worse than oh my shit.
It's like a campfire in your
Right,
mouth, basically.
yeah,
I mean,
you-
it's like,
That smoke aroma comes up.
yeah.
Oh god, it
Fuck,
does.
guys.
Oh,
God.
I saw it. I can smell it. What the
I underestimated the smoke.
But it's not a bad smell. It's like kind of like
It's not. It's but it's still.
good.
Yeah,
No.
and you feel it
Yeah.
You
going
tell
down
what they
your
burn
throat.
it
It
with,
warms
though.
you up.
No, yeah.
This is the
Oh my
biggest,
God,
best smelling
that-
one so
that-
far.
That reminds me largely of licking a little bit of furniture, though. Not gonna lie.
Your eyes say it.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's like a leathery taste.
I feel like I licked a gorilla's butthole.
Wow.
See, most people, actually, not most people, but I've heard it's like when you lick the underarm of a walrus.
Oh.
Okay, see?
I like
He at
So
least
you're
appreciated
close.
where I was going with it.
I said leather, I guess.
Wow.
No. It does have like a
walrus
medicinal
skin, very leathery.
flavor at the end.
A
But it's a smoke
Have you ever
flavor.
tried walrus
Yeah.
bacon?
It's like you stood near a fucking a smoker.
Yeah.
And you're fucking
Yeah.
smoking chicken. That's fine. I do it better than that shit. That shit just tastes horrible.
And then like the
Wow.
Islas are even smokier
Really?
than that. Yeah.
What I find most interesting about this is how you said this fucking place is the only place that does this on that island.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's even more fucking amazing.
That's incredible,
Yeah, I
you
get
guys.
it.
Well, there's like 1,800 islands.
No, but
But
on that
there's like-
landmass,
But
they're
Yeah.
running a monopoly,
Mhm.
which isn't allowed here in the States.
yeah.
Think about that. They're running a monopoly on their land.
well, that's their land. This isn't fucking U.S.
But
Isn't
it-
this your
it's-
land?
it's
This
really-
land is your land. This
It's
land
here.
is my land.
Yay.
So, you guys recorded this new album in Fontana on Citrus, sadly.
Backyard.
Sadly, he knows it.
If you don't get that distribution deal, if you don't get that label, is it still getting released, or are you guys holding on to it?
Me personally, like, at least like just have it for now and like just try to get it out there. At least have something worth showing for this year, for this band, being something that's hard copy. At least it's something we can show people and be like, hey, this is us, because it's the biggest disadvantage of being in this band is that like when hey, I want to I want to listen to your band. How can you get people to go out to the shows? How can you get distributors to want to distribute our stuff if they don't even know what we sound like?
Exactly.
But that's the biggest thing, straight up, is that we have to get a digital recording, a good one, where we're all sober, we're all getting it down, and it sounds great.
4 of you sober at the same time?
There will be beers being drunk.
Well, there'll be beers, but
Not this.
Not gonna lie to you, I was drunk as shit recording my rap album, and like they heard it, they're like, "Wow, you sound fucking great."
So now it's a rap album, not a
No,
school project?
But the guy who helped me with the rap album is gonna help me with them.
Give it a glass of whiskey.
Juki dropped his fucking top 40 rap album.
Go ahead, Kevin.
After the interview, before Trains.Hitting.Cars play, we're hearing a rap song.
Yeah,
Dude.
Fuck it.
Finally, you can hear your career.
But honestly, though, like kind of hitting on what you were asking, Ralph, I would easily spend $1,000 of my own money to as a pitch-in on my share alone. Trust me.
You don't need
like
that.
I said, I would
for free.
But let me finish the sentence. I would gladly put $1,000 out there for this album, and then when we start giving it away or selling it, I'd give it away for free. Because it was worth my $1,000 to spread my fucking message
your word.
the right way.
Nobody knows of us
the
really
right
kind
way.
of like deal outside of
I have recordings, but they're terrible quality.
Their phone. What do you expect from that?
I have a good song to hear if you can hear it the right way, and that's my main concern right now.